Hi, well, here's a little tour of the course showing the first 3 weeks. As you can see, the course site starts with just a little welcome box up here where um, you can most importantly see the syllabus. On any of these icons, you just click on it as such. On this one, it went to an automatic download. So if you go up here, there is our course syllabus, and you click on it, and you can get up and read the syllabus, which is really your first major task of the course. So I'm going to close that out. Um, you also see an instructor video here, which is just a little, all the instructor videos are videos of me speaking, usually with my face on camera, or maybe something like this where you'll actually just see the computer screen on camera. Here's a little optional assignment if you want to give me some information about yourself. Just this is just for me. It's not graded, but this works pretty much like any assignment. Here, up here, it gives you the instructions, the things you could talk about, and then to submit an assignment, click on Add Submission, and up will come a text box. You can just simply type blah, 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 and then save changes. The other thing you can do is write something on something like Microsoft Word, then just paste it into this box. If you don't want to type, you want to straight into the box. Now allow you to work offline on a longer assignment. So here I am going to submit this assignment. And you can see it's connecting up here, and there it is. And that is a way you hand in an assignment. To go back to the course page, you can come up to this bar here, and where it lists the course, I can click on that, and that will take me. Oh, I just got a note there up here that sent me an email saying that I submitted the assignment, which was kind of nice to know. I didn't even realize that happened. Um, so here's a typical week, though. Here's week one. It gives you the dates of the week one, and the topic: core values, American values, liberty and equality. The first thing you'll see under each week is the week sheet. You can see here's week two. There's week sheet two, and week sheet 3 here. Check that out. The material listed under each week will appear on the Monday of the week. What I would suggest early in the week, Monday or Tuesday at least, is click on the week sheet, and again, it will download and automatically open here. If it doesn't automatically open, go to your downloads. And this gives you some information about the week sheets, and then every week sheet will have some general announcements of what's going on in the class, things to focus on. It will tell you the readings you need to do. It will list all the activities or things you have to turn in. Here, there's an assignment, a forum, a poll, another forum. And then there's terms. These are terms you really should understand before you do the exams. So as you're reading the lectures, these are sort of key concepts. And then you'll have a few analytical questions here. And these are the questions that will form the pool of questions that will appear on your exams for the essay portion of your exam. So the computer will actually pick one of these 3 questions for your exam. It will be one of 3 questions from this week sheet and perhaps the next 2 week sheets. The exam will tell you which week sheets you need to be prepared for. But check that out. Make sure you just at least read the announcements early on so you know what's going on. Under the week sheet, you'll often see an instructor video to introduce the lecture. These are usually 4 to 6 minute videos. Again, just me talking a little bit about what to look for as you read the lecture. If you click on the week 1 lecture, you'll see it's a PDF file, and it's downloading here. And if it doesn't automatically upload, just click on your uploads box and click on it, and here it is. So you'll see there's like a PowerPoint slide on the top up here, followed by some text underneath. And basically, these are just like the PowerPoints I use in my lectures live. Underneath them is something similar to what I would say in class, or at least a summary of what's going on here. So I think the way to read these is look at the headings, look at the material, and then read what's underneath. Sometimes it's fairly brief, you can go through them, but other times there's some fairly central material. And this is really the core of the lecture. You can see as we get into it, there's more and more text connected to these slides. I think printing these out is a great idea, so you can go back and really studying them and underlying concepts. What is political freedom? What is civil freedom? Okay. And then under the lecture, there's some readings. And these are the readings that really are from various textbooks. And they cover much the same material as the lecture, but in a more formal manner. So in these readings, unless they're connected to a specific assignment, or I say on the week sheet, you really need to read this for a particular reason. These are really supplemental, meaning they're useful if you don't understand something discussed in the lecture, such as checks and balances, or if there's an essay question on the week sheet that says, what does Brooks say why we should love politics? Then you better go read it. Following the readings, these are the things you need to do. In this case, it's an assignment about the syllabus. And on this one, if you notice, this is the icon provided by Moodle. This means it's going to be a quiz format. Now, it's not really an exam, but it will operate kind of like an exam. Gives you a little information here. You have 30 minutes to do it, and so read the instructions, and then you can see there's a time limit on that, which is important to know. And when you're ready, once you've read the syllabus in this case, you would click on this, and once you start the attempt, then you are going to have an exam with some multiple choice questions, and there's about 15 of them. When you get to the bottom of the page, you'll hit next. So let me take you back to the course class. So that is the first assignment, which is in the form of a quiz. Here's another one. Let's see, I'm on week 2 here. What else we got? A forum. Forums, assignments are where you submit something that goes straight to me. A forum is something where you actually submit something that the entire class can see. On this first one, I have some general instructions on how to do forums, and then the specific instructions for what you should write on this forum. So you read the instructions, you have to write 400 words on one of these topics, and then after 30 minutes, it takes 30 minutes for your posting to show. Once your posting shows, then you can see your classmates. It says you should respond to a classmate. Begin by clicking on the discussion below. Here's the discussion. So if you click on this, then by hitting reply here, that is how you come to get your text box where I can blah, 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 write my response to the questions on the forum, post it. And hit continue. And that's what I wrote. Now, I won't be able to see this for about 30 minutes. Your classmates won't be able to see it. So if you realize, oh my God, I posted the wrong thing, or that really sucks, you can go edit it up for 30 minutes before anyone will see it. And then let's go back to the forum. And once you don't see anything here yet, but once 30 minutes after you've posted, you'll be able to click and be able to see everyone's what everyone else has posted. And that's how you'd go about replying to a classmate, which sometimes you're required to do. So let's go back to the course page and go up here and just click on where it says Poli-Sci 1. And so we have a forum. Then there's a little class poll. This is sort of a unique thing to this week. It's just it's something we're going to use this information, but it's just a public opinion poll. So it's just where you kind of click on a bunch of, you kind of read this question, you click on one of these bubbles to indicate your feelings about a particular social issue. And then we're going to be using this to discuss how we measure public opinion. And there's a little forum related to this. So that's somewhat typical week, except for this poll is a little bit unique. Here's what you can see week 2. You got your week sheet, you got your lecture. Here's the reading, which kind of corresponds to the lecture. There's a little video, which is not an instructor video. This is a commercial video. It's about 10 minutes that talks about inequality. Here's an assignment that's, as you notice, it's a different kind of icon here for Moodle than, say, this one. And this is an assignment which involves reading some items which are posted under the assignment and indented, and that means they're sort of associated with this assignment, and answering some questions. Just an indented like this reading, so it's just associated with the lecture. But so if you go and click on this assignment, Let's say, answer the following questions after reading the selection from Politics and Power and the Robert Reich article. Those were the two articles right below the assignment. It's a 20-point assignment, and here are the 4 questions you have to write on. And when you're ready to add your submission, click Add Submission. And again, you could have typed your answer on a Word doc or something, and then just do a little cut and paste right into this box. Or you can type your answer, blah, 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 into here and save your changes. Saving the changes means they're submitted. That's your sort of typical assignment on Moodle. Then you go back to the course page, and you can see on this week 2, so you have an assignment, then you have another assignment. This one, again, is, as you can see, is more like a quiz form. It's a multiple choice series of questions. It's called Examining Voting Patterns, and the chart underneath it, that's the data you will use. And again, if you click on this, you'll see it explains, the following questions require that you analyze data from recent presidential returns. Well, those returns are the returns. Please refer to the supplemental chart on votes in presidential elections, which is posted below this assignment. So that's pretty much how the page is set up, so you can kind of find your way around. And then there's one other assignment called it's called the Practicing Democracy Plan, and it's related to this material here. So week 3, again, week sheet, lecture, the reading to help solidify the ideas in the lecture. There's also the 2 readings in this case, a funny video. Here's an assignment. Here's the information you need for the assignment. Oh, and an exam. After week 3, you'll have an exam. And the exam, 2 parts always, multiple choice and essay. They're done separately. I'm going to tell you more about how the exams work at the beginning of week 3. But I'll just say that this exam then will cover the material from the first 3 weeks. And so you'll go back to all these week sheets for those analytical questions on the bottom. Those are the kind of questions that might appear here. And then as we go to week 4, you can see there's nothing week 5. In fact, when you first start the course, the only thing you'll see is week 1. And I will open up the material in these weeks as we proceed, just so I don't overwhelm you with too much at once. But you can see the topics coming up for each week if you're just interested in seeing where the course is going, where the break is, yay. And then we go all the way to May 29th. And May 29th, that's Sunday, because this is all set up as a weekly basis. The final is due Tuesday. So there's no new work. You have the last new work is here, it ends on Sunday, and then you have a few more days to do your final. Otherwise, pretty much everything is due. These exams, these assignments are always due on the Sunday, which is the last day of the week. You go from Monday to Sunday always. So this is your week's unit. So pace yourself through the week and get it all done on time. And good luck. So I'm going to push stop and say goodbye now.